Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm Keith, music dude.
Hey Keith. I'm Dustin. I'm the bourbon guy.
Yeah. So what we do here, we react to country music songs we don't know anything about.
Nothing.
Never heard. Usually.
I like rock and roll.
Me too. I'm a rock metal guy.
This used to be kind of hard for me. Like, people to ask, "What's your favorite band?" I hate that question. Like, it's almost as bad as, "What's your favorite bourbon?" Oh no, I got like 100 of them.
Right.
But right now, I think The Who is my favorite band.
Okay, so I need to clarify that for most of you.
Oh,
We're
right.
not talking about British Invasion, The Who. We're talking about the Mongolian death metal band, The Who.
Right, correct. Thank you for that clarification.
Because everybody's going, yeah, that's really old, Dustin.
Got some water in your glass.
Yeah,
Get
I'll
that shit
fix
out of
that.
there.
So we also, along with reacting to country music we don't know shit about,
That's right.
we react to bourbons we may or may not know anything about.
I like bourbon.
Dustin likes bourbon.
I do.
What we got?
Bardstown. Oh, check that out. Signatures. This is a fancy bottle.
Yep,
It doesn't make it cost anymore.
it actually doesn't.
It's not worth anymore. But it's kind of cool. So this was, and actually, this is kind of a neat bottle. It's got like a cool image on the back. This was signed by their master distiller and his wife.
Yep.
They came up here to Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana, and we were like, "Hey, they're gonna be in town." And I was gonna be like, "Hey, let's go to some bottle sign." Okay, let's go.
Did you really say that shit
And we
like
did.
that?
That's what happened. Just like that. So what we have here is a Bardstown Bourbon Company. What? I can't even say that. Can you say that? You ain't wrong. It says Phifer Pavitt Reserve.
Phifer Pavitt.
Reserve.
Phifer Pavitt.
All right, we're sitting 100 proof.
Okay.
That's weird.
What?
That is unexpected.
What?
It's cash strength
Ooh.
at 100 proof.
Then they didn't age it very long.
How did? Well, it's finished.
They didn't age it very long.
Got a good color. Look at that color.
The Angels steal more than that. They did not age that very long.
How did they do that? Exactly 100 proof. It's literally 50% alcohol by volume.
That's young. Promise you, man.
This is weird.
Anyway,
You know what I like about the Bardstown corks?
What?
They're the.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
So while he's pouring some Bardstown for us, this is a request from you guys, very highly requested. Darryl Worley, Have You Forgotten? And this is kind of a special request. This was kind of a tribute request for somebody, right?
It was. And let me make sure we don't screw it up. So this was a tribute to Sharon's husband.
All right. So
Sharon, if you're watching us,
we paid attention to that.
yeah.
So, all right. So let's check this. Thank you. No. Gimme. Let's check out. Have You Forgotten?
I hear people say we don't need this war, but I say there's some things worth fighting for. What about our freedom and this piece of ground? We didn't get to keep 'em by backing down. They say we don't realize the mess we're getting in. Before you start to preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten. It took all the footage off my TV. Said it's too disturbing for you and me. It'll just breed anger, that's what the experts say. If it was up to me, I'd show it every day. Some say this country is just out looking for a fight. After 9/11, man, I'd have to say that's right. Have you forgotten how it felt that day? See your homeland under fire and her people blown away. Have you forgotten when those towers fell? We had neighbors still inside, going through the living hell. And we vowed to get the ones behind Bin Laden. Have you forgotten? I've been there with the soldiers who've gone away to war. And you can bet that they remember what they're fighting for. Have you forgotten all the people killed? Yes, some went down like eagles in that Pennsylvania field. Have you forgotten about our Pentagon? All the loved ones that we lost and those left to carry on. Don't you tell me not to worry about Bin Laden. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten?
So, as for the message, I don't know when this came out,
I have no idea.
but the answer is largely yep.
Not you.
We're talking about the general public, yep.
Correct.
General public's largely forgotten.
Well,
But
think about it. So we just did the other 9/11 song. Shit, it's lost on me. Was it Remember When?
well, so yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm kind of torn here because we do not want to be political here on Bourbon Country Reacts,
Not what we do.
and which is particularly tough for me, given the levels of foreign policy study that I have. I could give you guys an 8-hour
Lecture.
I could give you guys an 8-hour podcast on the Middle East, and
I'd subscribe.
but I don't want to do that here. This is the wrong venue, and yeah, I think the country largely has forgotten, but some of us sure haven't. I mean, there are still so many people that had a personal connection.
2001. Now, well, not quite. It was 20 years ago.
There are adults who were not alive.
Correct. They don't remember. They couldn't.
And
there's a large portion of that population that would have been too young. So
to really grasp anything.
right, anything. So let's say 26 years. Right.
Yeah. So I mean, there are an awful lot of people that have a painful personal connection to that still out there. And there are a lot of people that are mourning the loss of the unity that we had on September 12th. Reality is It's gone.
It's gone.
I think it's okay to mourn for it.
Sure. How long has it been gone?
It's hard to tell. It kind of insidiously just happened, slowly and gradually. I mean, it's never going to happen for me. I mean, a friend of mine for whom I have enormous respect won the highest civilian medal for valor on that day in the Pentagon as a civilian. He wasn't even military, and he won the highest award for civilian valor. There was enormous heroism all over the country on that day, not just Flight 93, all over the country. And these little personal stories, like the one I'm not telling you about my friend, are everywhere. And largely I fear and mourn that the country has forgotten that sense of American unity.
Absolutely.
It is what it is, though.
It's true.
So, yeah. I just really can't say more than that without getting political.
Absolutely. No, so we're not going to.
All
You all
right.
get it. Right? But, dude, this song, man, he delivered.
He did. He got me in the feels, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's chastising the whole freaking country.
A little bit.
And as a country, we deserve being chastised for that.
Absolutely.
I can't argue with the guy.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, I mean,
What'd you think of that guitar?
so there's a lot of steel guitar in there, and that's not really my thing. I mean, it sounded great. It worked perfectly with the song.
Yeah.
Not my skill, not something I'm really into. I really kind of suck at trying to do that. Not that I've tried a lot, but I thought that the music
Fit?
pretty well complemented the message. He hit. He just did a good job overall.
Agreed.
So, tell me about this Lux, man. Or I'm sorry, Bardstown.
You're dry.
Cranial flatulence.
It's all good. Are you sure you want to finish that?
Yeah,
Cold, right out of your cold dead hands.
something like that.
So, Bardstown did good with this one. And I'm a little. So, they've got a few series that they do. They've got a Discovery series and they have a Fusion series. Those mean different things. Go take the tour. Bardstown is amazing. It is. Which is weird for me to say this. It's amazing because it's the most modern bourbon distillery you can visit that I've been to so far. I call it to my friends, I say they're the Google of bourbon. What they kind of teach you on their tour, I don't know if I've gotten into this before, but what they kind of teach is, they don't really make a ton of money. Their business model isn't on selling this.
Yeah, their business model is expanded capacity for other distillers.
Yeah, which is like, holy shit, that's smart.
Yeah.
And that kind of, that same kind of, culture you get through their bourbons. And what they do with their bourbons is their entire company, they do like a Final Four bracket on different mixtures that they make as a company. And the winners are the ones that get bottled. Which I'm like, that's genius. Like, if the entire company says this is the winner this year, you can bet that it's going to be pretty freaking good.
So
There won't be any hits and misses.
This one,
Or swing and a miss.
the upfront is what I'm getting is
It's got a glorious nose, man.
It's got a great nose. A kind of 50-50 mix of caramel and citrus. Let me check the mid palate again. The mid palate switches to kind of a buttery citrus, but the citrus for me is present from start to finish.
So our tongues are a little different on this one. I'm not really getting a ton of citrus. I'm getting more woods, and I did get the caramel. I'm getting more woods and caramels and chocolates and more chocolates.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of chocolates.
We definitely have very different palates on this one today.
That happens.
Cause I'm getting an overtone of lemon lime from start to finish.
Your tongue is broke. It might be. It could be broke. I don't want to get that looked. You probably want to get that looked at. It could be attached still. It could still be broke. Just saying. I was looking. There's a little book. I literally can't say this. Like, it's Phifer Pavitt Reserve. I'm sorry, I'm illiterate. My bad. Here, I'll let you read it. What do you think it says? You can see it. Right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's... it's a Cabernet Sauvignon barrel. So that's weird. So it's a cab. Mm-hmm. Right? Cabs are a dry wine.
Which makes sense based on the lemon lime.
No, it doesn't.
Dry.
That
the
doesn't make
bitter
sense.
I'm getting.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Dry wines sometimes have. I mean, yeah, a lot of times, it's just kind of a bitter thing. But sometimes dry wines have that kind of citrus flavoring to them. I get it.
So, what's interesting is now that I read that, right at the beginning of the finish, I can taste the wine. That is the only time that I get the wine at all in this.
Okay, it's there for about a second and a half as it starts to set into the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that you mention that, I'm getting it.
You get the cab right at the very beginning of the finish. You get that cab flavor, and then it's...
I am still getting lemon lime as an overtone from the start all the way.
Take a bigger drink.
Can't.
You drink it.
I just took a bigger drink, and I'm still getting that.
It's weird. It happens.
This is
a good proof right here. Everybody's palate's different.
Not only is everybody's palate different, but the meals you've eaten for the previous 3 days can affect how a bourbon tastes to you.
Absolutely. I just ate some Indian food, like, literally 30 minutes ago.
I had some Arby's.
Right. With hot sauce.
With hot sauce. Yeah, I did pour some hot sauce on it. So, your last meal can seriously affect your perception of what you're drinking.
Absolutely. But regardless, so what's interesting is, regardless of the fact that our palates are different, I think we both enjoy it.
Oh, it's freaking good.
Right?
You know, my commentary earlier that it has to be young, okay. Even if it is young, it's freaking good.
Doesn't
taste young.
It does not taste young at all.
Nope.
And it's just good.
Yeah. So, hey guys,
Speaking of just good,
what?
We're just good. So you guys should subscribe.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you go ahead and subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notifications. Get down in the comments. Tell us what songs we need to listen to, what bourbons we need to drink. You want to propel your song to the front of the list? Send us a bottle. Doesn't have to be expensive. We kind of want a North American whiskey. So, Canadian whiskey, bourbon, rye, wheated, things like that. No scotch, no rum, no gin.
No tequila.
No tequila, things like that.
Yeah.
Hey, till next time, guys.
We'll see you.